Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Breakfast with Brian. I'm Brian Barolo. This is my house, and I'm in mid-Atlantic outside of Philadelphia, and it's cold. So I just want to start everybody off with the good morning breakfast, meaning before we start, we're doing a fire. How does that feel? It look good? Nice and toasty. Toast you up today, get you started in this cold morning. Yeah, that's how we start my day. I start the fire, and then I go and do breakfast. So, there we go. There's the fire. There's the heat's going. Now, let's go into the kitchen and make breakfast like we normally do, like I do every day. So, here we go. I'm going to be making juice today. So, let me get this set up. And just gonna be making my regular juice. I got my pitcher, and I have a couple of apples, and my little apple core. And I take the apples and I put them right into, morning Ralph. I put them right into my blender. And I'm on my way to making my juice. Very simple. Seems simpler than it is, but things fall, you know. What can I do? So, all right, I got a couple little clementines. I got to peel these real quick, and I'm making my juice with apple, bananas, and orange, and a little bit of processed juice. The processed juice is just again to help thin out my fruit, which I put into this juice, because it's nothing but fruit. That's it. No ice, no slushies, none of that crap. Should have peeled the oranges beforehand, but that's okay. Who cares? We're hanging out and getting our lives together, getting up, getting ready for the day. Today being Friday, the end of the week, it should be really good today because it's the end of the week. You get your checks, unless you're in the entertainment business that I've spent all my life in, then you are working on the weekends. But for all those who are not working on the weekends, it's Friday. Get that paycheck. Go party. Have a good time. Blow it out. I mean, last weekend was Thanksgiving holiday weekend. It was a lot of blowout last weekend. But to each his own. Weekend, if you can go away, or whatever. But anyway, today, as I'm making my juice, I popped the bagel in my toaster. It's toasting right now because I'm just going to do a bagel with almond butter and a little treat on top of that. I'll show you when I get there. Today, I'm talking about one piece of firewood. Okay, now you know what I mean by one piece. I don't mean a big round. I don't mean a bag full of firewood. I mean like as in one piece. Now, I don't know how I should go out and get one and hold one piece, just one piece of firewood. You looked at my fireplace, there's probably half a dozen in there right now. They're all burning up in flames. But one piece, just one single little piece, hey, Regina, one single little piece of firewood takes a lot. And the reason I'm bringing this up because I figured it out. Over all these years, I figured it out years ago, but I never really talked about it. And I mentioned it to a tree cutter the other day, and he was like, what? You know, because tree cutters go up, climb up trees, and they cut the trees, they drop them to the ground. Somebody else cuts them up into pieces or into smaller rounds, whatever. Then the trucks take them, and they take them out of there. So you get a big tree, they cut it, you have these big rounds, and they go to the ground, and then they go in the truck, and they go wherever. Or I go pick them up. I have a trailer, and I will take these big round pieces of tree, might be this thick, might be that thick, and it could be this round, or it could be as big as it is. I'll roll it up on my trailer, and I'll drive it home, and I'll roll it off my trailer, and eventually I'll take it and put it into my log splitter, and then I'll take the wood. After I split it on my log splitter, I put it into a pile, and then as I get it clearing, I'll take it and I'll put it into a stack, and that's where it'll stay until it's seasoned, and then I can pull it off the stack and put it into a bag, carry it out to the front of my house where I keep my wood to burn on my wood stove because it's the easiest route, and then I take it and put it on my racks out front, and then I take it off the rack, back into a bag, carry it into the house, out of the bag, and put it into the fireplace. Now, if you think about this, it's insane. You have a tree, the guy goes, cuts a piece down, and ends up on the ground. Somebody moves it over to a pile or into a truck, where I go and show up and I take it and I move it into my trailer and I drive it home, and then I take it out of the trailer and I put it on the ground, and then I pick it up off the ground and put it on my log splitter, and then after it's split from being a big round into all these little pieces, little quarters or eighths or whatever, these single pieces of wood, now you gotta stack it, let it season, unstack it, move it, put it in the fireplace, blah, 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 blah. Can anybody guess how many times I actually will touch every single piece of wood? Now, the wood might be only that big, it might be this big, or it might be smaller. So they're only about this thick, and they run about from anywhere from this to about 20 inches. One piece, one single piece that I put into my fireplace. Now, if you think about it, it's going to be quite a bit. I'm going to go and mix up my fruit. All right, come on over here, get everything together, and we're going to mix it up. All right, looks like it's mixed up pretty good. Now I'm going to have to add some other things to it. Okay, I'm going to add what I got left in my cran raspberry, and my main bit's going to be the Florida orange juice. I'm just putting these in to mix it up a little bit more so it's more drinkable. So here's the rest of my cran ras. I need to re-up on that. I really like the cranberry juices, the different varieties of the different juices that they offer. Really good. It's good for you. Not the processed sugars, but, and then I got my Florida's natural orange juice. It's going to be a little bit orangier today, but that's okay. It's my choice, my juice. So pop that lid on. Let's get this baby mixed up. Didn't have enough cranberry or raspberry or other colored juice to put in here, so it's going to stick with mostly the orange, the banana look, but I'm sure it's still going to be good. Keep my toaster going, or my bagel that's in there. Okay, there's my juice. Very simple. There's my juice. What about your juice? No juice? Coffee? Tea? Nothing? Hey, Rich, how's it going? Good morning. Good to see you. People starting to pop on now. I know I'm a little bit earlier than normal. Okay, before I do my juice, again, this is my daily ritual. It's one of the reasons why I stay so healthy. It's called water, the essence of life. So I take water with me to bed so I can drink water through the night if I wake up and I'm thirsty, you know, whatever. So anyway, I take my cup, what's left over, and I bring it down to breakfast, and I have my water first thing. It's like taking a shower for the inside, for the internal organs in your body. Shower on the outside feels good. Shower on the inside feels good too. Cheers. You can feel it. You can feel it come down and wash everything. It feels like everything gets a nice rinse on the inside. I'm happy about doing it. I don't know about you, but it works for me. So anyway, here's my juice. Looking pretty good. Let me pour some up here. Yep, I can just feel it, taste it, hear it. It just, orangey and banana, the apple and the kick right there. It's nice, you know. I should have, oh, wait, you know what? Before I go any further, I'm putting this back before I start because I keep forgetting. I like to put in flaxseed, a little bit of flaxseed. About a tablespoon if I can. It's actually good for your digestion. It's good for your health. And I do skip this. I keep forgetting to do it, so I'm doing it again today. No big deal. And I also am doing a little bit of chia seeds. And chia seeds do a little bit because they blow up. They absorb all the juice. So I'm going to do about a teaspoon of this. And this is good also for you, unless you have diverticulitis. If you have diverticulitis, you cannot have it because there's seeds. You cannot have seeds or anything like that in your system. So, all right, let me just throw this on. And it's early. I'm still just getting going. And again, no caffeine for me, so I can't get up, have that cup of coffee, and be like, "Whoa, yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go." I got to deal with my own energies. So mix up the flax seed, the chia seeds in with my juice, and we're good to go. There you go. Bagel back in there, keep it cooking. Yeah, almost done. Okay. So now, there's my juice. Same thing, just got little black speckles in it from the chia seeds and the flax. Good. Tastes good. Okay. Now I'm going to do my supplements. My Centrum Silver and my turmeric curcumin. I know it doesn't have the black pepper in it, but I've been using black pepper and incorporating it in with my foods. And the turmeric curcumin is good for anti-inflammatory and arthritis and your joints, stuff like that. It's way cheaper than the arthritis medicines, which are outrageous. Again, medicines, ridiculous. But anyway, there's my supplements. And here's my juice. Cheers. That's a good mix. It's a good mix. Cheers to you. It's great. Okay, so for breakfast, I'm doing everything bagels. From these are gluten-free. These are from Trader Joe's. These are new. I've never had the everything bagels because they just came out with them, I guess. And I'm toasting that up in the toaster right now. And I'm going to use my from Trader Joe's also raw almond butter is what I'm going to use. So let's see. My bagels are done. Yeah, they look done enough. Everything bagel has everything on it. A little bit heavier, it appears to be. But that's okay. Try to keep everything going here. Okay, so I got my juice here. I got my raw almond butter. I'm going to do my bagels. What I normally do is I will take my knife and I will put little crevices in my bagel. This kind of helps the almond butter melt down into the bagel itself because the bagel's deeper, and I like it when it sits on top, but I really like it when it starts to get down into the bagel and starts to fill it. I don't like to fill it, but you know what I mean. It's like melted butter in the nooks and crannies of a English muffin that I cannot eat anymore because I cannot do wheat. So that's an allergy of mine. So I do this with the almond butter instead of butter on a English muffin, which I used to love. And the English muffins, Thomas's English muffins. Remember those, Thomas's English muffins? I say, do you remember those? Because I haven't had one in, God, 30 years almost. A little less than 30 years since I've had a Thomas's English muffin. And therefore, what do? I got to make up for it, right? Got to find what works for me. I don't care about anybody else. Well, I do care about everybody else, but talking about the foods that you eat, I have to worry about me first before I worry about anybody else and what they eat, unless they're being guests and they're coming over for dinner or coming over for breakfast or lunch or something, then I might be concerned. Okay, I'm not really happy with this Trader Joe's raw almond butter because it's so loose. I like it a little bit thicker. I like the almond butter to be a little bit more like peanut butter, where it's thicker. Let me just wash my hands real quick. Okay, I said I had a little something special here for myself. I had made some bacon the other day, so I really, this is one of my favorites. It always has been. And it's bagels with almond butter. It used to be peanut butter, almond butter, and bacon. Topped with bacon. Oh my gosh, this is like, it's like I feel like a kid in a candy store when I'm doing almond butter and bacon. It's just so good. It just, I don't understand, but it's definitely worth it. There we go. And everything bagel with almond butter and bacon. Good. But it's that almond butter from Trader Joe's. It's a little bit thin, it's a little sloppy. But still, tastes really good. One problem I've noticed with everything bagels is they have everything on it, which is great, but it can depend on how they make it. A lot of times, it's got too much onion in it. So the onion, whoa, jumps out at you. Or it might be the garlic. First thing in the morning, it could be a little bit offsetting if you're not ready for that spice in your bagel and your breakfast. Okay, so there we go. I did my supplements, I did my juice, I got my breakfast going. And again, anybody figure it out? Let's see if anybody looked. Who else is popping on? Let's see. All right. Nobody's guessed. So anyway, one piece of firewood, just only that big, and I put maybe a dozen of them in my fireplace or my wood stove at the same time. That's how I build my heat. My stove generates the heat, so I need a lot of these pieces of firewood. Okay, I'm gonna go over it again here. I show up and there's a tree. Somebody cut up a tree and the tree's on the ground, because I don't cut the trees down, but I will take them from the ground. So now on the ground there's wood, whether it be big rounds, little rounds, branches, or whatever. I'm gonna take that piece and I'm gonna roll it or pick it up and put it onto my trailer. I touched it once. I'm gonna drive my trailer home, I'm gonna back it up, I'm gonna take that piece, that round, that branch, whatever, that big chunk, I'm gonna take it out and throw it into a pile. That's twice I've touched that one piece of wood. Even though it's a big piece, it's gonna come out of that. That's twice. Now the next step would be, I would take that, pick it up off the ground and put it onto my log splitter, or roll it into my log splitter and split it. And I would split it, turn it, and split it, split it, split it, split it. So now I got that one piece down out of that round. So now that's, once I picked it up, put it in the trailer, once I took it out of the trailer, put it on the ground, once I picked it up, put it on my log splitter. Okay, now you have a big piece there, so you split it, and the one piece has to go up. It's next, the next, the next. So you get many, many pieces. That's on the ground now. So I handled it at least 3 times already. Now I'm gonna have to pick it up and put it in a pile, or walk over and put it under the stack. That's 4 times at least. Usually I will just throw it into a pile, because you're splitting. You're not gonna split a round, take one little piece, walk over and place it in its stack. No, it's not how it works. It's not how it works. It's stupid if you're gonna do that. You're not using your time efficiently. I know you have to handle the wood a little bit more, but it's a time thing here. So I grab it, I put it in my trailer, I take it out of my trailer, I throw it on the ground, I take it off the ground, I put it on my splitter, I split, drop it on the ground, split, drop it on the ground, split, 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 split. Okay, now I have a little pile here, and I have to take the pile, take these pieces, and bring them over and put them into the stack of wood. So I picked it up, brought it home, took it out of the trailer, threw it on the ground, picked it up, put it on my splitter, split it, threw it on the ground, picked it up, put it into a pile. Now from the pile, I might move it into the actual pile that's going to sit in the whole stack of wood for the whole year. So that's another time. So because thrown into a pile, and now it comes out of the pile and gets arranged properly. That's 5 times. Now the year goes by, it seasons. Now I'm going to go over to that pile and I'm going to start taking the wood off and either put it right into a bag. That's 6 times now. I'm going to take that bag. Once I fill it up, I'm going to walk that bag all the way to the front of my house. I'm going to take all the wood out and put it into a rack. That's 7 times I touched that wood. Now the wood's sitting in the rack in the front of the house. It's easy to get, so I can bring it into the house. Now I need to go get wood to fill my fire. I'm gonna go out to that rack. I'm gonna take that piece of wood with a bunch of others and put it into a bag. I touched it 8 times. Now I take the bag, take it in the house. I have to take the wood out of the bag and put it into the fireplace. That's 9 times. Now that doesn't include if, when it comes off the splitter, it goes into the pile and it has to get thrown into another pile before it gets into the big pile. So that could be 10 times. Every time you take that round, every time you move it from the ground here to there, you touch it again. Every time you take that round and you split it, you have to turn it and split it and turn it and split and turn and split till you get all these little pieces down. That could be 11 times. If you go from the one pile here to split over to the big pile there, before you take it and pack it away, it could be up to 12 times. You could touch one piece of wood that you cook in your fireplace. If you're like me and you gather wood, you split wood, you stack wood, you move it to a place where you can get to it to cook it and burn it, all these steps, it's like anything else you do in life. You have to you have to get your keys, get your money, get in your car, drive to the store, get out of the car, go into the store, get your shopping cart, go to the aisle, pick out your bagels, take it to the register, take it out of the cart, put it on the scanner, scan it. You have to take it out and put it into, you have to pick it up and put it into a bag. Then you have to take the bag out to your car. You get in your car, you start your car, you drive home. You get out of your car and you take your bag, you go into your house, you take it out of your bag, you put it into your refrigerator. Now the next day, I'm gonna take it out of the refrigerator, out of the bag, cut it, put it into the toaster, take it out of the toaster, and put it on my plate, and now I'm gonna touch it when I pick it up and eat it. How many times did I just touch that bagel? Picked up in the store, and put it into the cart. Took it out of the cart, scanned it. After I scanned it, I put it into a bag. Took it out of the bag and put it into the fridge. Took it out of the fridge and took the bagel out. Put the bagel into the toaster. Took it out of the toaster and put it on my napkin. And I picked it up on my napkin and I ate it. I just touched that bagel right there that I'm eating 8 times. So it's not out there. It's not that far-fetched what I'm actually saying of having to touch every one single piece of firewood 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times. That's all I'm saying. It's a lot of work. And if you're going to do it, good luck. Because I do it, and I've been doing it for 15 years. I'm getting damn tired of it. But anyway, it's just to point something out. This goes with anything. It goes with your work, goes with your keys, goes with your clothes. You know, you have to wear your clothes, take them off, put them in the laundromat, take them out of the laundry bag, take them out of the laundry bag, put them in the washer, take them out of the washer, put them in the dryer, take them out of the dryer, fold them, put them into your drawer, and then you go and take them out. So each piece of clothing, how many times do you touch it from when you have to clean or when it's clean till you get it clean again? These are things in life. It's really weird for you actually to put that into perspective. And it really hit me years ago when I really realized, I figured out how many times I touch one piece of wood to burn in my wood stove to get some heat. It's incredible, and it's with everything we do in life. So anyway, here at Breakfast with Brian, we do 10 things that we're grateful for, thankful for, or happy for. And today I'm thankful I got up right away after I heard the bus. Well, yeah, I got up right away and glad I stretched a little bit. I'm glad I got my firewood. I'm glad I got my heat started. I'm glad I got online. I'm glad I have these everything bagels. I'm glad I still had some fruit to make some juice. I'm glad I had some people come and hang out and listen to my bullshit in the morning. I'm glad I had my almond butter. Glad I had my supplements. So I'm already up to 10 things. I got a whole day to go through. It's only 7:30 now. Hey, I'm going to find a lot more things today to help make me thankful, grateful, or happy. All right, it's Friday. You should be happy right off the bat because if you get done work, get your paycheck, got the next 2 days off, hats off to you. If you're in the business I was in, stage lighting, now you work all weekend, but that's a whole different ball game. Not going. I'm just going for the regular person here. So anyway, find 10 things that you're thankful for, happy for today, or things that make you happy today. All right, it's really important that you do this on a regular basis because then this leads to a better life. Okay, you also want to share some love with 3 people. Pick 3 people. I don't care if it's the cop giving you a ticket, the Uber driver, the lady behind the coffee counter giving you your coffee and your breakfast. If it's your boss, doesn't matter, whoever it is, somebody you don't like, break off of that. Share a little love and be nice to them and be cool. So just share a little love today, 3 people. It's Friday, you know, you're going to skip on your way home and have a good time, you know what I mean? So, hey, have a great day. It's not going to hurt you to do that. Have a great day. That's my way of doing it. Okay, within your household and a little tight-knit community that you have within your house, you share 1 to 2 positive comments or compliments. Hey, kids, don't miss the bus. Have a good lunch. Have a great day. We'll see you at the end of the day. 3, 4 things that you just gave positivity to your kids. Same thing with your husband, same thing with your wife, your boyfriend, girlfriend, mother-in-laws, cousins, that drastic kid that just won't get a job. Encourage them to get out and go look for a job today. Whatever your situation might be, you can alter it. You just have to go for it. You have to be aggressive and you have to be positive. All right, 10 things you're grateful for, 3 people to share some love with, and 1 to 2 positive compliments to the people within your household. And again, think about it. Everything you do, what is it that you touch, that you have to handle, that you do every single day? It's a regular thing in your life, and count. How many times do you actually have to touch that, pick it up, move it? Where's your efficiency? 1 piece of wood I touch whenever I need a fire, and I could be touching each piece up to 12 times at least. But anyway, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Everybody have a great, fantastic weekend and be more efficient about your work. All right, y'all take care, and we'll talk to you next week. All right, thank you very much for joining, and we'll talk to you soon. Ciao.